Welcome back to the Castlevania Aria tournament for Speedgaming Live 2023. The Aria Randomizer tournament, to be exact. On the left, we have Shinji Ikari, third child and pilot of Evangelion Unit 1, or AmadeusJ. And on the right is Mango Man, or Lunix.
That's Barracks. I'm Smilefires. We're here to commentate this game 3 for you, this pivotal moment.
It's going to be hype. And put off the classic preset, the one that most people are probably most used to because it was the summer tournament. This is Stat Rando. So we're going to be seeing element, stat, and element resistance randomized among various other settings. Starting shop here with a pretty decently priced Balmung and a Lightning Doll in the souls. Both very nice to see. Oh, his potions are also very cheap. Not the amazing healing, but still.
Yeah, it is nice. Like, access to healing is not a guarantee with these.
I can see the stat rando there. That zombie resists the holy element. So, big difference from vanilla there, normally weak.
We got 7 important things in Castle Corridor. This blue soul at the top ledge here.
The very quick slight skip there to get Black Panther early on Lunix's side, using that Skull Archer soul. That's into the arena. Could do stuff there if you really felt like it, but so many checks in Castle Corridor still to get.
It was also a pretty annoying place to go into very early. Did Lunix save?
I don't think so.
I guess you can wait on it.
Yeah. Got early Malphus as well, so nice seed, forgiving.
Yeah, seed is good.
This map.
And neither of them gonna miss the Legion Soul.
With Malphus, yeah, we can see Indian skip here to get to this vanilla floating gardens entrance. Both runners are going to do that. I don't think they're going to do anything here in Eastern after this first check, though.
They could... Ooh. Well, armor.
Armor is nice, and honestly, it's not an awful idea to farm that money bag if you have nothing else to do. It's probably a bit better in Magician where you don't have the items laying around. But
yeah, the money values are more compressed than in the summer tournament, so picking up more money around the seed can help you out. And you can peek a couple checks over there. I think Lunix is deciding not to do that, but Amadeus will take a look.
Oh, pays off. Only 4 checks in Reservoir out of 21 possible, but one of them is right there, and it's Yellow Book.
Yeah, so we need ectoplasm that's dropped by red minotaurs.
Not the worst farm, especially if you find Killer Mantle. Well, only if you find Killer Mantle, otherwise it's very slow.
Maybe we do have a Balmung.
That's true. Can take down 2000 HP pretty quickly. For those new to the tournament and new to the Aria Rando, this preset and most default presets, but not Magician, requires finding 3 books and completing or finding the objectives within. In this preset, there's guaranteed to be 1 objective, which is a soul to have equipped, and 1 objective, which is a boss to be killed. It'll give the location of the boss. We might see it here with this red book. Yeah, beat Chapel Boss. In this case, Chapel Boss is not randomized, so it's just going to be beat Manticore.
Yeah, Manticore is in kind of a unique room, so it would be an interesting situation to try to put that in the shuffle. Also, because if you left vanilla areas on, you'd probably get forced into Chapel a good bit of the time.
Yeah, and I know that's why Corridor's boss isn't randomized, because it's just too early. You don't have options, you don't have movement.
Yeah, we like our boy Creaking Skull, though.
We got the clock tower warp right off the bat, which is nice just for coming back to later. You can warp to corridors, do some checks, warp to clock tower, just so you don't have to run all the way back through corridors. But we're going to be seeing the end of corridors here now that Amadeus has Red Book. So that's 2 out of 3, and we're not even 5 minutes in.
I feel obligated to read out Amadeus's stream title because he's been doing a thing where he fills out the complete character limit of his stream title. And so today he's gone with "The bout of competitive gaming versus I, Lunix, and myself resumes as we enter the final game in our best of 3 set. May the best gamer win."
Damn it, it's the bout of competitive gaming versus Lunix and AmadeusJ. It's a 1v2, man.
And Lunix is headed into Reservoir.
Dupe red. I imagine that no, never mind. Looks like Amadeus Warp Back is gonna head Arena. Or I lied completely. Not Arena.
The dance hall door. Very interesting.
Pray for no dead end. Well, that's a dead end right now.
Yeah, oh well.
We saw on Lunix's side a Hrunting behind the waterfall. And that wouldn't be a bad pickup, given that an enemy is weak to poison. Hitting them with any poison element attack will make them take double damage for the rest of the... Oh, a Hippogriff. Very nice.
Yeah, as well as Wooden Golem from a drop. Just because any source of MP regen is pretty great.
Routing has suddenly turned insane. I imagine checks this exit and then grabs the warp. Yeah.
Okay, don't need to go there.
It could be convenient for getting to the other flight locked door in corridors, though.
Yeah, if he wanted, he could have continued and done that. "7 minutes in, knocking out all the flight lock doors and items. Very important to get that spoiled milk.
If you find lubricant, man. If you find lubricant. Here's the non-spoiled milk. Its counterpart.
Hey Hammer, do you want my milk? Spoiled sells better.
It's pretty good.
Alright, looks like Amadeus is going to clean up this one check remaining. Unfortunately, it's final guard.
He's going to get his own Red Book copy soon. So that's always nice. He might head down and get Hippogriff first, though.
And now Lunix is going into Arena. Seeing that 3, got some better stuff.
Yeah, Amadeus chooses to do that first check on the off chance it's a progression soul that's normally slide blocked. But he's going to grab Hippo here and then move on.
So following in Lunix's footsteps, as Lunix does make it to the save in Arena. Got a regular katana and a lucky charm. I love item waiting.
Wow, is this even randomized? Giant skeleton behind giant skeleton.
I mean, kind of, because it would just be a candle before, but...
So there's 3 checks left here. One of them is Giant Skeleton. There's 4 checks to do, and one of them is slide locked. So decent odds here that Lunix can't full clear Arena.
It's much worse when you see a rotten meat there.
Amadeus just found Spear. It's not the correct Spear for the character that he is playing, Shinji Ikari. That would be, of course, the Spear of Cassius, as everyone knows from Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.01, Thrice Upon a Time. However, it is a decent weapon, though not if you have the much better stab weapon. That is,
Partisan?
No, it's the one that they have equipped right now.
Balmond?
Yeah, Balmond.
Anyway, breaking through the breakable floor as Lunix defeats Headhunter in Arena. That's a great time to get Galamoth.
Very convenient. Plus HP resist slash Durga. You can't one-shot them with Balmond.
So behind the bunny door we have 2 checks. Blue book, hello.
The Zip Suit is real.
Catoblepus from Medusa, and that's Ectoplasm, so that is the yellow soul checked off. Might be done here pretty quick.
Yeah, with Backdash and Balmung, you're not really hurting for combat reasons in the last couple bosses of the game, unless something rolls resist slash. So we just need to find Skula, really.
Okay, well, Giant Bat was in Arena, so that puts the other room to doability.
Pray for Skula. Locked in worst room behind Giant Bat.
I mean, even then, it's not super messable, but... And there's going to be a second Skula.
Ooh. Hate to see that.
Flying Armor really ends up in some devious places in Panther First. Because, like, what use is that going to be for us?
Did I just see that the hitbox of Petrified Soma is short enough to go through that one tile gap?
Checks out. Just turn him sideways and slide him through.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that copy of Book 1 for Amadeus. 50-50 chance that any book can have a second copy. It's independent, so they all 3 could have a duplicate, or it could just be the red book. So it is interesting, Amadeus has all the books. Lunix can get to more places. They both need to find Chapel at some point, as well as the Floating Garden and Top Floor. That's a Milliken sword at the top of the waterfall. Got a little bit of sync here. So now our players have a source of petrification.
Could they be more in sync?
Yeah, wow. Well, they'll split in
Satan's
that
a random drop.
Satan's Ring, wow. And now they'll split up because Lunix has to finish out Inner Quarters while Amadeus can check this flight lock door over here that we mentioned earlier. And here we have the Floating Garden.
You know, if it's flight locked and it's floating, it does add up.
Not the most annoying spot for this, because we can warp to Inner Quarters and then do the little dance to get over here. Lunix taking down Great Armor, who's absolutely no threat at this point.
And skipped that check for a second. Oh. We're gonna see slide. Nice. So Amadeus with slide can go back to that dance hall entrance that he found a while back and actually get in now.
Oh, and top floor just leads to garden. Okay. And then it leads to the front of the clock tower. So we have a way into clock tower now, as Lunix is going to get his Yellow Soul and Book 2. He is fighting the bunny.
Gotta farm it. Hey, there's part of them. Another spear. We're getting closer.
Oh, found the top floor dead end. But that is one of the two dead ends out of the way. Once you find both, all of your doors heading to the left are safe entrances. And Gabolg.
I think we need more spears in this seed. I'd like to see Gungnir, and I'd like to see the best spear, Ronginus.
Oh, what if Chapel's behind the waterfall?
That'd be fun.
And then Cemetery is past Chapel, so nothing else leads into it.
I could see it. Yeah. As Dance Hall could connect to West Reservoir. And then I don't know if there's any other exits. I think the school locked corridors exit we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and I think we don't know what comes into the left side of Clock Tower either.
Yeah.
Very quickly run out of doors, though. Oh, and study exists.
Yeah, study's not real. So Western Reservoir to left side of Clock Tower. Study is Corridor Skula. I gotta put together the mental map of my guesses, and then just be completely wrong. Only one check here in Dance Hall, but we do still need that Skula to beat the game. And I wasn't paying enough attention to know if it could be behind Graham.
Well, one of those things that Lunix does not have is Undyne. I think Amadeus full cleared, so maybe.
Yeah. We did see a dupe blue there, so you can pray for the triple dupes here. So Lunix doesn't have to go all the way back to Eastern to get yellow.
Yeah, you might leave Eastern Reservoir for a little while at this point.
It's forbidden.
No items in Forbidden, but it is a path to nicer places.
Don't have to remember to come back when you find Skula, at least. Yeah, Chapel.
Chapel with 4 things. Good chance of a duplicate book.
Or duplicate backdash.
That too.
Yeah, it looks like there's something behind Graham. Because it's an item in the top left, and I think Armor of Fire or something behind the Iron Golem.
Yep, gotta be.
So, just make the gamble. It's Skula. That is not Armor of Fire, but it's got the ARM in it, so...
Close enough. Well, okay, the chapel boss is defeated.
That's go mode for Amadeus, right?
Yep.
Nice. Well, no Skula, but that's what Skula behind Graham is for.
Yeah, we don't need school to start fighting the bosses, at least. And this is just close enough that, like, you can give it a try and find out. Very nice tactical sleep to save on HP getting through this room.
Wasn't even plus attack, still did 62. They really don't have very good armor this seed.
School and Chaotic calling you now, yeah. Behind Graham and first check Chaotic. Alright, got your 2 required souls equipped as well as Lightning Doll, because didn't need a red soul this seed, so you just use what you like.
Minus HP plus staff is pretty nice with Balmung.
Yeah, Balmung, a very high base strength weapon, can punch through pretty easily. And Lightning Doll can also contribute, which is pretty nice. A lot of lightning damage sources are multi-hit in this game. Just double checking the souls real quick.
Is Lunix doing the boss fight? Nah, just the item check. So this is going to get Lunix his other 2 requirements, but he still needs to find that yellow book. And a reservoir isn't exactly a place you want to go back to, given that there's 4 checks in it, 3 checks now, with Hippogriff picked up. But I guess at some point Lunix is just going to be out of places to go.
Yeah, well, he's gonna like what he finds here, at least.
I appreciate the attempt at ring strats from Amadeus. It's a bit harder to do when your weapon has an animation as long as Balmung's, though. For those that don't know, touching the laser ring at the top of this arena will give you, I think, like 84 iframes, allowing you to safely fall back through Graham's hand attack. You gotta be careful about just jumping into the laser, though.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work like that, but shouldn't be too bad getting through phase 3 here. The check for the endgame requirements was at the end of phase 2, the spinny orb phase, so Amadeus can use whatever he wants on his loadout at this point.
So I think I saw Amadeus only has 2 more healing items.
Oh yeah, that'll be something to think about as we get later on in the bosses. Thanks, Arikata, for nothing.
Nice. There it is, that's cool.
And good timing on a Calibug. And
It's
no
good.
warp.
Where does this connect to? Yeah, it's gonna take Lunix a while to get back to Reservoir.
Yeah. Nobody has seen this item in Clock Tower, I believe.
Sub 25 Julius entries. Very good.
All three of these races have been surprisingly fast, I think. Like, finishing a backdash seed in about 50 minutes is pretty good.
Plus HP, but no plus defense, no plus attack. This could be worse. Not that you need plus attack, still taking 100 damage from Slide.
Julius is pretty strong. Got another strong guy, one of the shuffled bosses Lunix is fighting, Belor. His first phase is damageable at the eye.
As opposed to his second phase where he's damageable at the eye.
That's right.
It's a very different phase actually.
It's
just what
yeah, it's the other eye, but it's glowing.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness, 141s.
Ooh. Yeah, you might wanna go back to the shop for that cheap potion.
Those three pretty big hits to all take in a row right there. Still got one hit left to be able to take before he has to think about healing again or playing a risky. Blur seems pretty beefy.
They're both pretty beefy. We're not even into phase 2 on Julius. So that's a very high roll on this plus HP.
Anywhere from plus 40 to plus 100% of the original value. Alright, there is phase 2 Belor. The other eye, it's very, very shiny. Launches lasers with trailing fire at you, but has a lot less defense. Amadeus is into phase 2 of Julius, where Julius is going to gain some sub-weapon attacks that you might recognize from other Belmonts.
There's Skula, vanilla location behind Clock Tower boss. So I suppose we can hope that having Skula is the urge of Lunix needs to go back to Reservoir. So while Amadeus may seem ahead right now, that low healing could be quite dangerous on Chaos if he rolls poorly. I am a big fan of the Julius fight, using Panther to get behind him. Some really good backdash cancels.
Yeah,
So,
there's
great
definitely
work.
some fancy footwork going on there.
Not heading to the shop.
There's going to be 2 souls in here, which is not great news for survivability.
Amadeus doesn't want Kicker Skeleton. Lunix is in Reservoir.
Yeah, unfortunately it's going to be slightly a long trip.
What is that fish head roll? What? 1 damage from fish head?
That's amazing. They usually beat you up good.
What happened to Lunix? Asked Luicho. Eastern was Vanilla Floating Gardens, and the second check in Eastern was Yellow Book, and Lunix only did the first check.
Oh, and he's found Cemetery
Ooh.
now.
Well, you know, I guess you can have some more XP. This is Legion.
It's going to be... Yeah, it's Legion or Big Golem. Or death. As death.
Can all seeds roll at attack for fish head? I agree, Garmy. That'd be great.
Yes, Lunix skipped a check, that was Yellow Book.
Alright, let's see casserole. Plus HP, plus attack. That's fun. Minus defense is nice for using multi-hit weapons on the core, but you gotta get to the core with no healing.
I would be on a Kyrie here, I think, but you know, do what you're comfortable with.
If you have the backdash cancels to keep control, I just don't. I'm worried that the dragon's gonna hit me every time.
Yeah, statues have no defense, so you don't get as punished for switching to a weapon without as high of a base strength. Anakiri can multi-hit. And the one thing in Cemetery was Lilith, so Lunix is going back to his save.
He's not even gonna grab the grapes again.
So you know, 30 minutes and 48 seconds, and we're into Chaos Phase 2.
Also, it's minus attack Triton, so Lunix took 2 damage going through that room. Like 4 or something.
This is such a nice reservoir. It was just inviting them in at the start. And the Yellow Book is at the top of this room.
Oh, takes 1 hit. Sees Yellow Book, that's all Lunix needs to do. It's not counted as collected, so he can go to Graham whenever. Two eyes down, hitting 33, very nice. That's what minus defense does to you.
And Lightning Doll's pretty nice for just getting up in the other eyes' faces as well. The other eyes' faces, whatever.
The other face is his eyes. Ooh. Good dodges, keeping the orbs away. Takes another hit. Oh, he had a milk, everything's fine. Now he is, if he takes 2 orbs, he'll have 8 HP.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. An interesting strategy to get in 2 hits the Balmung. Again, with that fancy footwork, just going back and forth. Lightning Doll hits, if you get 3 in, you're doing as much as a single jump, pretty much. Oh man.
Playing a bit risky. Dies to 1 hit from the big orb here.
Like, I think he's meaning to safe spot these, and he's just not quite getting the right spot.
Mm-hmm. Nice dodge.
I'm pretty sure they both have Final Guard, if they really wanted to pull it out. But they got it so long ago, that's like, do you even remember?
Graham 3 for Lunix here. He does have a bit of a level advantage. Ooh!
Wow!
Whoa! Very clutch. GG's to Amadeus. 16 health left.
Yeah, beat me if I beat you first. And that is an absolutely blistering 33-31 on Chaos that rolled up on, what, HP and attack?
Yep. Oh, thank God, I was worried that that would be a new PB for Amadeus, but Amadeus's PB is 2948. And Grand 3 down. Amadeus says in the race time chat, Jamadeus, Amadeus L, more like Wamadeus.
That's me.
How you doing, Amadeus?
Shaking. That was not the easiest chaos, I will say.
Yeah, the healing situation looked pretty sus.
Yeah, I saved at the start of chaotic because I was thinking of save splitting out and going to buy potions, but I was like, I got a game. Let's just game. So I did not do that.
And then first try.
Yeah, you gamed.
Very
So that's major route divergence between the two of you is that you found Yellow Book and Lunix did not go that far into Reservoir.
Yeah, I figured my route was pretty weird, so there's a good chance that I was ahead. One thing I was worried about was finding Skula. I was like really concerned about that, so when I saw it behind Graham, I feel like I got bailed out from routing weird.
So the other one is vanilla.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that was I was kind of split in the end game because like I didn't do arena and I didn't really want to do like clock tower because I wanted to do fast transitions to just find that chapel boss and get that out of the way because then I could just go farm Medusa heads if I had to, but I figured I'd probably find the soul on the way. So what was the boss? Was it any shop upgrade boss or
Balor.
Valor? Okay.
So XP is nice, but
Yeah, what level was I even? Let me check.
you had 440 health, I think.
Something like that. Oh, my controller's unplugged. Whatever.
So that'd make you level 11.
Wow. It's not a high level.
Yeah, for comparison, Lunix is sitting on 22 right now.
Yeah, that would be much more comfy.
And for shop bosses, Headhunter was in Arena, and Death was in Cemetery, which was off one of the reservoir exits.
Okay. I see.
The only thing in Cemetery was a copy of Lilith, so that wasn't great.
Well, I guess I wouldn't have even liked that. I didn't even have a blue soul or a yellow soul. I didn't have anything, really. I had a ball monk. Going in chaotic, I had I saw the Durandal, which I thought would have been nice to have, but then I'm like, I literally don't have the healing if this guy does a lot of damage. I don't have a rush soul or anything to get past him, so I guess I'll just leave the Durandal. It's very sad.
It's alright, I won't be
final
too beat up
card.
about it. The Durandal stand here.
Bait the final guard into attacking you. Use final guard. Free Durandal.
But then I guess I could sleep out. But I don't even have that much MP to like get all the way through him. Like you'd have to walk past me.
No, because he walks into you and then you time it so you get the iframes.
Oh, does the guard have lingering frames?
Yeah.
Like when you hit the guard, you can let go. Oh, I didn't know
Well,
that.
if you get into guard with the guard.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's just like a blocking mail or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time that exact situation comes up, I will maybe do that.
I think it's the same as like any other iframe. So, like if you guard a chaos orb, you can still get hit by thorns in the frames afterwards. But if you guard a final guard, you can't get hit by the final guard again until your iframes are out.
Same type of damage or whatever.
Nobody knows how iframes work.
I had a Cruel Angel's thesis to keep me calm. That Julius fight, the first half, was a bit of a disaster. I don't know why I could not backdash cancel my sword, but I could not, and I got hit like 10 million times. But
But you had the good music to vibe to.
Yep.
We found so many spears, but you did not find Spear of Longinus. Very disappointed.
Yep. It did not make an appearance.
You know, honestly, that's just more accurate. Like, when did Shinji see the Spear of Longinus for the first time? Like, outside of Lilith?
I don't.
I think it would have been an End of Eva, or
Yeah, I think it's end in
Yeah.
the.
when he gets crucified.
Yeah. Because in the
Yeah.
reboots, it's
It's a
or
Spear of
later.
Yeah. Well, in the
Yeah.
reboots,
It's a different. It's like the
it's
synonymous
Spear of
item.
Cassius.
Because why not make it different?
It's got to be a different spear. Got it.
I'm looping all that.
You did also choose to use Balmung for Chaos 1, same as Lunix is doing here. Was there a reason for that over, I think you had Onikiri?
I wanted the spacing because I decided I wanted to not get hit more than I wanted to do lots of damage, and I figured Balmung is it's easier to knock the diamonds away. You can just stay further away. It just felt safer.
Unfortunately, Chaos just dealt exact lethal to Lunix, so
143, man. 143.
so he's calling it a seed, but we'll see if he has anything to say about it.